I don't have dome mine, but I got dome money.
Dome money?
By the way,
Yeah,
we're
gonna
live.
start that again.
Yeah, I'm gonna start that again. I don't know. Hey everybody, welcome to Shootin' Hoops with me and Tim Earl. I am your host, Detroit Lenny. This is expert NABA handicapper from Earl Sports Bets and Picks Parlays. Tim Earl, how we doing today, brother?
Oh, we're doing fantastic. It's looks like a really good start to this NBA card for today. We'll get into live action in a minute, but yeah, it's looking good to start off, and college basketball is not looking too shabby itself.
Yeah, I'm all over. I'm on kind of I did just live bet the Wizards -5.5 for even money, because they were up by 3 at the end of the third quarter, and I told you the Pistons fall apart in the fourth quarter. It's 97-80. They're already up by 9 points. So I mean, 8-2 run in the fourth quarter. So that's always a bonus. Yeah. I don't know why my Detroit teams can't just one team just pull it together. Just freaking one.
I mean, your Lions got to win. Does that count for anything? They're going to win the Super Bowl now.
I'm still celebrating Sunday's win.
And the funny thing
even
is,
on the NBA show.
I will say real quick with your Lions, they were like the week before they won. I saw a TikTok video. The guy's like, "Lions, you're not technically out," and he goes, "But there is 62 ways or 63 ways that you guys could get eliminated." Come back the next week, Lions, you are somehow still alive.
Yeah, I saw the same meme. Was like going into week 14, still not eliminated. It was something like that, or the Lions are not the first team eliminated.
Garbage. The NFC is just garbage. That's the case.
It's terrible, but no, and we're really good. We're just we can't put it together. So.
No.
Yeah,
just can't do that.
But let's talk some live action real quick. I'll go through. There's all kinds of. Only 3 games still haven't started, but do you want to run through this? You want me to?
Sure, I'll run through it real quick.
You run through it.
We'll start off Sixers and Hornets. That one I have the over 215.5. The current live line on it is 215.5, which is good because it did not look good in the beginning. A 52-point first quarter, a 52-point second quarter, and there was just like 104 at half. I'm like, this is not looking good. And then they put up a 59-point third quarter. I'm like, okay, that's a little bit better now. So that one looks all right. Current live line's like 213 to whatever. It's close though, which is nice. They just need to score like 30 points each. No, not even 25 points each in the fourth quarter, and it's close. So hopefully foul shots and crap like that will help that. Cleveland, we'll go over them in a minute. They're up a bunch. They're up 24 points on the Bulls. Easy winner there. I have them -2.5. Didn't bet the Wizards game, but I gotta say the games I did bet on. Nothing's really a sweat right now. Bucks up 8 points. That's I guess my biggest sweat right now. I have a -6. But that's
all you're sweating, that's not bad.
Yeah, I do have one pretty much guaranteed loser at this point, and that's going to be the under in that Thunder game. I have it under 210. The current live line's like 219 at right now, so that's whatever. How about the shocker that the freaking Rockets are up 9 points on the Nets? I was this close this morning to adding Rockets +6 and Rockets money line to my card. Still plenty of time for them to mess it up. But, yeah, Brooklyn's on a second leg of a back-to-back right now. And then I figured somebody would sit. I did not think that Kevin Durant and LaMarcus Aldridge would sit. So both of them sat, and the line went from 6 to 3. So big thing there. I have the Grizzlies -4. They're currently up 10, which is kind of nice. Up 11 now. Yeah. I have the over in that Nuggets game. That one's at what is the live line on that game? 226, and I have the over 214. I like that. And then the only game I have after all this stuff is that has not started yet is the Clippers -4. So overall, really good night. Thank you to everybody besides the Thunder and the Raptors that game. But I'm looking really good in the NBA so far. In college basketball, let's just check on North Alabama, see how they're doing. They're up 11. That's finalized, and that's good. All right, cool. But yeah, overall, really good so far to start the night.
There's a lot of time left in that Nets Rockets game.
There is. They're gonna lose.
And
Rockets will lose.
I'm just right like a live line. I'm trying. You can get the Nets plus money on the money line.
Yes, you can.
Oh, it just locked.
It locked for me.
Just
but
froze.
You can get the Nets plus 4 points if you're live betting. I don't think I would live bet. I'm not live betting, but that'd be something I'd be interested in. That'd be something I'd be interested in.
Maybe some serious plus money. I'll see what it comes back at after it's unlocked. Nets money line though, just straight money line. I mean, they might come back and win this game. I mean, they're down 11 right now. But
it's
they
the
still got a
Rockets.
whole second half. Right, we still have a whole second half. So
And James Harden's in, so he's gonna want to beat up on the Rockets.
that's what I thought too. Like I thought maybe Durant sat to let him have the spotlight kind of thing.
I don't think that's the case, but let's see what James Harden so far 14, 5, and 3. So he hasn't really done it. He hasn't really done much.
I'm taking the Nets plus 170 right now.
Yeah, I can get him plus 170. I'm not doing that because I'm not.
That's what I just did. I'll throw a half a unit at it for the hell of it.
Good luck.
Because I got nothing to lose.
And live bet. Have fun with it. That's fine.
There you go. All right, so let's talk about this, shall we? Talk to top 5 teams against the spread. This is going to be an interesting little trend you got here. Talk to me about that.
Yeah. Well, for the 16th million week in a row, the Golden State Warriors are the top team against the spread. They're 17-6-1. Am I betting the Warriors tonight? No, I am not. Why? Because I don't feel like laying 14.5 points. My limit in the NBA is 10. I'm not bothering with that. So that's just not a spot I want to get to. But the more important thing is the next 4 teams, which I will say I have money on 2 of them tonight and money against 1 of them tonight. But 2 and 3 are going up against each other. Number 2, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we will continue. We'll have a separate segment for them. So we'll get to them in a minute after I go through all these. Chicago Bulls, number 3. They're 17-8. They're going to drop to 17-9 after tonight. They're down 24 points with 4 to go. So that's kind of the deal there. Memphis, they're looking good to start off the night. They're only up 4 now. But they're still up, and it's not even halftime yet. So that's still looking good.
Lots of time in that game too, right?
And then I think this one's a little bit of a shocker, but Oklahoma City's number 5. Oklahoma City is 14-9 against the spread.
That's crazy.
If you're betting them on the spread throughout the season, you're looking really, really good. And then it's scrolling across the bottom. Who's hot, who's not? We'll go through those real quick. Hottest team in basketball right now, you got it, the Houston Rockets.
Unbelievable.
They've won 6 straight games after losing 16 in a row. So there you go. Rockets, hottest team. Next hottest team, Memphis Grizzlies. They've won 5 in a row, and all of those since John Morant left. So, and I'm getting I got freaking CoverGirl's ad in my ear because of ESPN. Thank you, ESPN.
I just had to pause mine.
I was listening. I was going through reading it all. I was there. Hey, CoverGirls. What? No. But anyways, other hot teams, Utah. They've won 4 in a row. Chicago. So tonight, they've won 4 in a row. That's going to snap after this one, but that's all right. And then the top 2 hottest teams that I would actually consider hot teams, Milwaukee and Phoenix. Both of them 9-1 their last 10 games. Milwaukee has been on fire. And then Phoenix, their only loss was to the Warriors. So I'm not going to blame that one for them. And they're still continuing to win without Devin Booker at the moment. So that's kind of impressive there. So those are the current hot teams. As for the Knots, and I'm sorry, Detroit Lenny. I'm sorry.
I want to talk to you right now.
The Pistons have lost 9 straight games. But if I want to...
We can call it 10. Let's just call it 10.
We'll call it 10. But if we want to be a little bit positive, they are good against the spread this year. I'm pulling that up real quick. They are actually halfway decent against the spread, I believe. Now it just won't show me any of that stuff. That's
typical
fantastic.
Detroit team. They can't win a game, but they're okay against the spread.
Yeah, they're 6-10 against the spread right now. And they'll probably be 6-4 the last 10. It'll be 5-5 their last 10 after this game. So at least they're covering, but they're not winning games. Orlando, another team that's always on the list. They're 1-9 their last 10. They're just not winning. And they're not really covering that often either. A team that I didn't think I would ever have to put on the list, the Denver Nuggets. 2-8 their last 10.
Wow.
Ever since Michael Porter Jr. went down, that kind of limits the bench that they had to begin with, and their bench has been really struggling. They do play tonight, and they're currently winning by 7 at halftime. Granted, it is to the New Orleans Pelicans, who are not good this year. So they should be winning this game. And then three other ones to throw in there. Washington is on an L3. That should snap tonight as they're up 10 points with 5 to go against Detroit. Minnesota L3. They're against the Jazz, which that's kind of a close game. That's a 1-point game at halftime. And then Portland, which I don't expect them to really be getting better. They are without Dame for at least another couple games. And CJ McCollum had a collapsed lung, and we don't know the severity of that. So we're kind of in limbo with how they're going to be doing, but we'll see how that goes. But those are your current who's hot, who's not teams. So
awesome.
That's
I appreciate it.
Gig.
That's that gig. That's that giggy.
You.
Pistons are getting blown out at this point.
Expected.
Yeah. The Nets, though, down 15, about to be halftime. 7 seconds left, down 15. You could get them plus money. Now they're plus 250 live.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
It's too much now. But it was worth a half a unit to try. And maybe they'll come back. James Harden, who knows?
I don't know if it was worth that, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
What's the current line? 2-4. Okay, that's fine.
Talk to me about the Cleveland Cavs. You said you had a little tidbit you want to talk about them.
Yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers have quickly become one of my favorite teams in the NBA. I have their jersey back on the bed somewhere. I just can't find it. But yeah, this Cleveland team, I've been loving them all year. 18-7. I kind of mentioned them earlier in the year, saying that I think they could be a scrappy team.
Right.
And the main reason why they've been as good as they've been, they've got the second best defense in the league. They are allowing the second least amount of points. Only team who is allowing less points, Lenny. Who else? The Golden State Warriors. Warriors are allowing the least amount of points this year. You really think Detroit would have been the best defense? Come on.
I was this close saying.
Golden State's the only defense that's better, and they're better by like 2 points.
Nice.
Denver's a close third to Cleveland, though. And the main thing is, I know you really don't see that many stars or anything. Cleveland's kind of got their own type of big three, which is led, by the way, of their rookie Evan Mobley, which is my pick for Rookie of the Year. He's been fantastic for this team. He's the reason why this team is successful. When he was out, this team was not covering. They were not playing well. He's averaging 14 points a game, 8 rebounds, 2.5 assists. That is perfect from a rookie.
Right.
And then the fact that they have 2 other big players around them. Darius Garland, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists a game. He's another big piece since Colin Sexton's gone out. He's been fantastic. And I think one of my favorite pieces from this team, Jared Allen, coming over from the Nets, and he's got a new life here. 17 points a game, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, and he's kind of like this big man in the middle that's been doing really, really well for him. Not to mention the background of Ricky Rubio as a veteran in the team, which is fantastic for them as well. This Cleveland Cavaliers team's got a bright future. I think they make the playoffs as a 7 or better, and I think they could even win a couple games, maybe even win a series in the playoffs. So really? I'm liking Cleveland this year. I think they're going to be a shocker team. It's the first time that they're going to be good since LeBron. So I'm definitely a fan of this version of the Cleveland Cavaliers because I am not a LeBron fan. We do not need to get into that.
I'm curious. Yeah, right. I'm curious to see how, if they have any kind of longevity, they can hold this up throughout the
year. So.
And that's what I'm really looking forward to, because if they can, they could be dangerous in the playoffs, like you said, getting in there, possibly winning a round or something like that, if they can keep this up throughout the year, that could be a very dangerous team come playoff time. So
100%. And you got to keep in mind, this team is young.
Yeah,
they're good. They're going to be good all year, and you're not going to. You're with something with the Cleveland Cavaliers that you won't see with them that you will see with the Brooklyn Nets, the Lakers, all the big teams. None of these players are going to want to sit out.
right.
You're
They all need their reps.
Mobley will play every single game that he can. Jared Allen will play every single game that he can. Garland will play every single game that he can. C.D. Osman. All this team will play, with the exceptions of maybe Ricky Rubio because he's a little bit up there and he'll get set. He'll sit every once in a while. But this Cleveland Cavaliers team is hungry. They're going to be good this year, and they're at minimum they're going to cover. And they've been covering a lot of spreads. They've been fantastic this year. So Cleveland Cavaliers will be one of my picks to do well in the playoffs.
I like that strategy, that angle of the hungrier team, the team that hasn't been there, the team that's looking for the first one, not the one that's looking to just get another one. The first one's always the sweetest. That's the one they're going for. Those are the scrappy teams, like you mentioned, stuff like that. So, and it's no different than me and Tim. I had to take a nap between shows, Tim, he go all damn day. He's like Energizer Bunny. But that's the difference.
I did Total Chaos in between the two shows as well, so yeah.
Yeah, we did Game Time Decision. I took a nap. He did another show. I got up for this one. So, I mean, there you have it, folks. That's age for you, okay? I'm old.
Yeah, and then I will say in a future show, because I know Nick, I think last week did Contender and Pretender. Mm-hmm. We'll do that. Cleveland, Contender.
I want them to. I hate all things Ohio. Being from Detroit, it's just like it's in the water. You're supposed to. But the Cavs, I kind of want them to succeed, to have another chapter beyond LeBron. Yep. For them, I think that's very important for them to move on, kind of thing. So for that fan base, anyway. So total trends. Are we still on that? Is that under still trending tremendously low?
Mm-mm. Nope. No? They kind of caught up. I will say this has been a under year. Unders are still hitting at 54.2% and 56.3% when it doesn't go into overtime. So they're still hitting, but it's a 30-game difference. 195 unders, 165 overs. So yes, teams are starting to go over. Just look at the Charlotte Hornets, who are scoring. Their games are combined like 250 points a game. Not tonight because I bet the over on them, but that's 93-93 with 4 to go. So at least it's close. They need to get to, if I have 215.5, they need to get to 108 points each. So 15 points each, or going to overtime. So Cavs officially won. Pacers officially won. So that's a good. I like to see that. So good night so far. Good night.
Yeah. I see that. Okay, final. There's still 3 minutes left in this Pistons game. I almost called that. It's basically over, but
yeah, you can call that a final. That's fine.
It's fine with me. I had the Wizards -5 on a live bet when we first started the show. So boom, that's an extra. So that makes up for the Nets' possible loss on the live. So speaking of, let's talk about tomorrow's games. I want to talk about Thursday's games. There's only 3 of them. Mm-hmm. Give me a little where you lean at first glance. I know some of them, 2 of them we don't have. I don't have a line for on the Jazz.
I could try to
game.
Come up with one on the fly.
Yeah, the Nuggets and the Spurs.
See how close I am.
There you go. The only one we have a line on, I have Lakers Grizzlies.
Yep.
Lakers -3 in Memphis, and the over/under I got 222.5. I automatically want to lean Memphis.
Yeah, a lot of people will. I will probably lean that way as well. I obviously got to run my numbers still, but Memphis is going to be on a second leg of a back-to-back, so you just got to keep that one in mind. The Lakers are not playing tonight, so Lakers might be a little bit fresher, but we'll see with LeBron and AD and what goes on with them. I'd probably lean towards Memphis in this one. It's just a spot.
So would you jump on that line early, or do you think if it gets closer, would it get closer to a pick 'em maybe? depending on how tonight's Memphis game turns out.
I will say, if you're on Memphis tonight and like Memphis now, probably go after them now, because if you like them tonight and they win tonight, which they're currently up 4 at halftime, this line could go down to like a 2, but I don't really see it moving that much because of a win. They're still on a second leg of a back-to-back, and the Lakers are not playing tonight. So
see, I'm more concerned for me. I'm asking strictly for myself at this point. Mm-hmm. It's just me and Tim now. Like for me, I might want to take the Memphis minus the 3 now, because if say AD or LeBron or somebody sits for God knows what reason now, most likely they won't because they're not playing tonight. But if they do, I would expect then that line to go from 3 to maybe like a 4.5 or 5.
Well,
and I kind of want to keep it at a 3. So
considering Memphis is a 3-point dog tomorrow, not a favorite. It would end up move. It would move the opposite way, but
yes,
yeah. Yeah, I guess. I will say probably. I know I'm a big advocate on bet your lines early. Probably wait for this one. Because. And we'll probably go over this in another show. Public teams, humongously public teams. Everybody's betting on LeBron and the Lakers. Everybody.
Absolutely.
So I wouldn't be surprised if I woke up tomorrow morning and that line is a 4.5, 5. Just because the line just came out. I can say that this one's pretty close to a virgin line. Nobody's really touched it yet. And I could easily see the Lakers being bet up. People see, Memphis back-to-back. LeBron and the Lakers. Everybody loves LeBron and the Lakers. I could definitely see this one, me waking up to it being a 4.5, 5. So I'll probably wait to bet this one.
Okay.
And it's just your best judgment on looking at lines at night. And if you think, I think this line's going to move a certain way, either bet it early, or if you're reading it right, bet it later. And it's all in how you read the game. And
it's all going to be situational. It's case by basis. Yeah.
Correct. Like if I look at this one, I see 3-point spread. I may look at it and go, well, Laker money's probably going to come in 4.5, 5, maybe in the morning. Now, if it was vice versa, and say Memphis was a 3-point, say it wasn't the Lakers. Say it was not a big. Say it was the Clippers. Maybe the Clippers might not get as much money in. So I might look at this one and go, maybe people will see Memphis has got a better record. They're doing really well at home this year. People might take Memphis a little bit, and it might go from a 3-point dog down to a 2, maybe 1.5. If I think of it that way, if I'm like in the Clippers side, I will wait until next morning. If I think the line's going to move in my direction, I'll grab it at night. If I think it's moved the opposite way, I'll grab it in the morning. And it's all about reading your lines. And if you think it's going to move a certain way and you're going to bet it in the morning and it doesn't move that way, don't bet the game. It's all about line movement. It's all about the numbers.
Right.
So that's the best way I can approach it. Because I have been betting.
I like that though. I like that angle. Yeah. I do. I like where you're going with that. I could see. Like that makes sense to me. And for me, sometimes I gotta hear it out, and then when it clicks, it's just like, okay, I see what you're talking about. And some of those teams that are high profile, big name teams, Lakers, probably the biggest.
Lakers, Bucks, Golden State, Suns, Jazz, all those big teams that did really well last year. Right. Even people might have something biased towards the Nuggets as well, because they were a big team last year. That. Even though they have not been good this year, people might still have bias towards them a little bit. So just keep in mind which teams you think the public teams. It's like when in baseball, the Red Sox, the Astros, the Yankees, the Dodgers. All those teams were going to get big money towards them. So all right, wait for the line to get inflated a little bit so that you don't have to pay that Yankee tax. You got the other side. It's just
big name tax.
All about because when you're betting on bigger teams, that's why I love betting small colleges, because the lines when they move, if like looking at schools like Fairfield and Holy Cross today, I was on the wrong side. It was a 15-point game. I had Holy Cross plus 14, but who's betting on that game? Most likely, whoever's betting on the game is the sharper people, the ones that know the college basketball, the ones that are not scrolling through the thing. And still, like tomorrow, Gonzaga plays tomorrow, grab Gonzaga. Texas plays tomorrow, grab Texas. Duke plays. Oh, UNC,
Duke,
like
North
all
Carolina.
the big, yeah.
Right, yeah.
And the people who bet those games, I'm not calling them dull. That's the public. The public
That's
is
a public
betting
play.
the big schools.
It's a public play. Absolutely.
It's 100% a public play.
Top 25 schools.
Yeah, anything in the top 25, those are going to be where the public is going. That's why I still bet those games when I see value, but I don't bet them as often as I bet the little schools. I love betting the little schools. Little schools like the University of Missouri, Kansas City, and San Francisco, and CalBAP, and just all the little schools. Beautiful.
I see that all the time when I call it grading the contests or whatever, like a teacher, like I'm grading papers or something. Yep. But when I'm grading the contests at night and I'm going through, it's the Furman, it's the Colgate, it's the Cal Baptist, it's those schools. It's not, and that's with the Morningwood community at least for sure. And I think that has been something that everybody has kind of come on, and people that do watch college basketball specifically is that go after those. The lines are better. They maybe aren't as researched, and you can find some gems in there, so to speak. You can find diamond in rough for sure, and you picking your spot and finding the value on the bet itself is probably more valuable than the information about who to bet on. To be honest with you, like finding the ones that have that value. Speaking of value. Oh, go ahead.
And that's kind of the similar. College basketball is a very similar thing for me as the WNBA. Because who bets the WNBA? Yeah. It's another thing where the lines are a little bit.
You and your brother.
Oh yeah, me and Nick had a fantastic WNBA season. Yeah. We're up like 14 units that last WNBA season.
Absolutely.
And it's just the lines are softer. Not a lot of people are betting that because nobody wants to bet on women's basketball. Me and Nick killed it. So
whatever.
It's just the little things like
money.
betting small school and college basketball, betting the WNBA. There you go.
Yeah. Listen, when my wife wants to go shopping, she doesn't care if I won the money on WNBA or the NFL.
Correct.
She don't care. Or Russian table tennis for that matter. She probably cares
Russian
about
table
that.
tennis?
I know, right? Speaking of value, though, tell me about this right here. Since the last time we've been on Shootin' Hoops, some big changes have happened, folks. Nick and Tim have launched their whole nother website. The whole damn thing. EarlSportsBets.com. They got a sweet promo for you over at that site. Tim's going to tell you all about it.
Yeah. Well, here's the site real quick. This is just me and Nick's page on here, EarlSportsBets.com. It's a sister site of Picks and Parlays. And if you go, let me go actually type in the promo thing. Promo.
Boom.
Boom. $49 for a week pass. Just to give you guys an idea, me and Nick had our 9-game package up tonight, which cashed again. Well, it was a 5-4 night, but it cashed, it profited, and that was $40. $49 and you get a week. Use the code, I think it's BOWL now, and you can get the package for $40, which is the same price as our 9-gamers. I don't know. That just seems
it's a value.
Plus, me and Nick put up 17 plays today for college basketball. Just getting the one day for $49 would be fantastic. You guys get a week. Go over to EarlSportsBets.com. That's where you can get this only on Earl Sports Bets because, hey, it's the beginning of the new site. So
that's right. I mean, hey, it's a new promo, first promo, and then it's a whole week, and they're giving you like 9 plays a day. I mean, they're minimum. Profitable. Profitable in college basketball. For sure. Yeah, show them the leaderboard on Picks and Parlay.
What are we at now? Let's see. Oh, we're still at 51.
There you go. Plus 51 units. That $50, $40 it would have cost you on this promo would definitely pay for itself 10 times. Okay, by now, if you would have did it from the beginning. So take advantage of it while you can. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, as they say. Okay, there's your Christmas. You're welcome. There you go, viewers.
There you go.
Now, all you guys got to do is hit the damn thumbs up button as well. So, hit the thumbs up button. We're going to jump over to chat, though. First time watching for Brian Davis. Appreciate you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Every Wednesday night, me and Tim talk all things NBA. We come on at 9 o'clock Eastern time. We talk everything from how fake the Lakers are and how bad the Pistons are. We talk everything in between.
Speaking of Pistons, that's only a 2-point game now.
I missed it.
106, 104 at the moment.
16 seconds left. Oh, I'm gonna lose. I got a -5. Oh, see,
Well, if it goes to overtime, then you might get a shot. Did you bet them earlier?
True. I bet them when the show started. I took the Wizards -5.
Oh no! Did you bet the other side? Did you bet?
Oh yeah. I have it in a. Was that my NBA pick? I don't know. I think I have it in a contest bet. I had them like plus whatever they were, like 8 or whatever, or 6 or I don't remember. Appreciate you though, Brian Davis, for stopping by. Chavez says, "What do you mean by unit? That is the measurement, like when you bet."
Yeah,
right.
For say, if a line is a -110, everybody's unit size different, but the normal standard unit size that people use on websites is $100. So if it's 115 -115, $115 to win 100, that's 1 unit. So if you did $230 to win 200, that's 2 units. So that's kind of that's what we use for unit sizes on the website is by the $100, because that's what the average, or that's what the stationary ones, because that's a lot easier to go with by ways of 100. The Bucks are losing right now. What are you guys doing? But
I got them.
Anyways.
Oh, they are losing. Kiwi says Vegas Stars over easy money. This is the NBA show. But
I don't know about the game. Yep. I don't really do. Nick does the hockey. I look into it a little bit, but I really don't do much hockey stuff.
I was on Colorado, so Colorado over, team total over, the whole game over. They put up a touchdown against the Rangers. There's 4 minutes left in that, so.
There you go.
Thank you for that. We'll be watching going forward. No problem. Don't forget to hit the like button. As always, we appreciate you guys. We will be back next Wednesday for Shootin' Hoops with me and Tim Earl, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Don't forget about the earlsportsbets.com/promo. Go there. You'll get the week package, $49.99. Use the promo code, though. You can get it down to $40. Am I right?
That's right. Yeah. Promo code BOWL.
Yep. BOWL.
Correct.
Bowl. All right, guys. That's going to do it for us. We appreciate you guys. Good luck, everybody. You know the drill, unless you're against us.
Yep.